Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today my discussion topic is data preprocessing and the exploratory data analysis related to our sentiment analysis case study. And this is my second video regarding to the sentiment analysis case study. And let me jump to this case study. So first we need to import all dependencies related to the data preprocessing and EDA. So here we are importing the numpy, pandas, seaborn, matplotlib, sklearn, and the NLTK wordcloud. These are the prerequisite while doing the data cleaning and the EDA for this. And let me jump to the data loading part. So first we need to load this data into a data frame, as we have the 300 MB size of the data source, so that we are using here the panda. In case of if we have the huge data size like the terabytes and the multi GBs, so we go with the Spark and Hadoop. So here we are using simple panda data frame, and we are also checking the loading time by using the time function here. It is a good practice, always use the time function if you are loading the data or if you are using the big functions or the complex function. So here you can see like the loading of the 300 MB data set taking the 3.62 seconds. So that's good. Now quickly jump to the data cleaning and processing part. So data cleaning is very important during the NLP or during any machine learning problem. So here we first start with the stop word. Basically, we are using the NLTK corpus to import stop word. And as we are interested in the review section, so in our review, we have the data in English language. That's why we are importing this the English language stop word. And so we have the requirement to add new stop word with existing NLTK stop word. So here we are using the list of some stop word as per the domains, like there is the possibility user use the movie, film, this kind of word frequently in most of the reviews, and there is a chance those words not add much value while predicting the sentiment. So that's why we are adding those words into our stop word, and this is the command to extend our stop words. And as we are interested in note to check the multipolarity or sarcasm, so here is the we remove the note from the stop word, and now our stop word set is ready. Let me execute this one. And now we have the data cleaning and pre-processing pipeline. So as we know, we have the text data, and there is the highest possibility there is a special character, brackets, star, at the rate, uh, has this kind of special character in our review. So we are handling those special character with the help of regex here. This is the function to handle the special characters, to remove the special character from the text data. And in case of URL, we are removing those URL by using this regex here. And we also using here one function to remove the stop words, as we defined stop word in previous section here. Now we are calling those stop word here to remove those stop word from the our review section. As we know, in this case study, we are only interested into the rating and review, two attribute. So that to clean our review section, so we in review we have the text data review provided by user in the text format. So we are using this data pipeline to clean those text data. And now we have the contractions, like in any language there is the contractions, like the user use the short form to written any words, like we use want for would not, we write can't for cannot. So to handle these situations or these contracts, we use so here are the regex, and now we are calling those above functions in one by one. And this sequence is very important, because if we remove stop word before the contraction expansion, then there is the possibility of the data loss, because we remove the stop words before the contractions and all. So we need to take care these orders. This is the very important during the feature engineering and data cleaning. So here we are calling those above features. Now the time of the data cleaning, as we are interested in the review. So here are the review, and this is the functions. Let me execute data cleaning function here. And here also we are using the time function to check the response time of our pipeline. Let's wait for a few seconds. It takes a few seconds. So you can see 19 seconds is the loading time taken by our data processing pipeline. Now we have the clean reviews. There is no special characters, no brackets, and also stop word also removed. So now we have ready with our data. Now go to the basic statistics or the data overview. Let's first check the missing values. So this is a function to check the missing value, and you can see here the like the four attributes in the rating. We have zero missing value in the review. We have zero missing value. These are the two important attribute. Those are the attributes which are we are going to use in our in our sentiment analysis case study. And you can see there is a 25 missing value into the movie columns, and in his area there is no missing value. But we are not going to handle these because we are only interested in two attribute for this case study. And let me check the basic statistics for the rating, and here is the describe function of the data frame. You can see here like these are the 1.5 lakh overall count of the entries for the rating, and maximum value is 10, as we know the rating scale is 1 to 10. And if in case of mean, you can see here like the 5.5 is the mean, then standard deviation 2.8. So these are the overall like the 25 percentile, 50 percentile, 75 percentile overall data. And in case of review, we have the like the 1.5 lakh entries. In case of unique, we have the 1 lakh 49,740 unique reviews. And here is the like the number of unique reviews, as we already discussed, 1 lakh 49,740. So same reviews. And in case of movies, we have the unique 14,205 unique movies. In case of number of ratings, we have the 1.5 lakh ratings, which we already discussed in the describe section here. So let's jump to the EDA part. Here I'm using the a few picks from the Madhu Kaggle notebooks. You can also refer. Here is providing the Kaggle links. So the Madhu provided very good code and the techniques for the EDA during the sentiment analysis, one of the case study on the Kaggle. So here is the first one is the class imbalance. So first we need to check the class imbalance, if there is any class imbalance. So here basically we are mapping our problem to the binary classification by using the rating modules. If our rating is greater than 7 or equal to 7, then we are considering those as a positive rating. If our rating is less than 4 or equal to 4, then we are considering the negative rating. So first we check the distribution of the rating attribute. So you can see here the nice graph for the rating, and you can see here for every attribute there is the equal rating entries, and there is the value also we print like the 15,000, 15,000. So there is no class imbalance. So that's great. Now the time to visualize the important word by using the wordcloud. Wordcloud is a library of the NLP, and we are using this library to visualize the important or the frequent words. And here we are considered as we are interested in negative and positive words. So same logic we are using here. If rating is equal to or greater than 7, then we are considering those as the positive. And if we have the rating is less than or equal to 4, then we are considering those as the negative. First we interested in the positive word, so first visualize the positive word. And here you can see like the like good and like and also great, this kind of positive word. That's good. So there is the important positive words in the basic visualization. And if in case of negative words, you can see here like the bad, worse, this kind of word. But you can see one problem here, like the good, like, even better. This kind of word also displaying on this negative and negative comments or negative reviews. So that's the challenge. So as I explained in previous video also, like this is a common challenge of the sentiment analysis problems, like the negotiation. Sometimes user use the like the negotiation to reverse the polarity of the words, like the good, like the not good. User use the not good, nothing good, this kind of word. We need to handle these things. First we need to dig down into these kind of scenarios or these kind of reviews. So let's jump to those part, and let's move to the basic statistics for this our review data. And first we are checking the number of characters in our reviews. And here you can see the here also we are using the same logic, positive reviews and for the negative reviews. If our rating is greater than or equal to 7, then we are considering the positive review is less than 4 or equal to 4, then negative reviews. And you can see here that both of the reviews follow the right skew distribution, because there is the like the general behavior of the user write the short like the short reviews. That's why the like the 0 to, you can say, the 500 character, you can see like the whose number of user provided reviews within the 0 to 500 characters, and same pattern following to the negative reviews also. And very less number of user provided the more than 3000 character reviews, or you can say 2000 characters, same pattern following to the negative reviews also. Now visualize the number of words. So as similar patterns follow in the words also, you can see here like the, so this is also right skewed distribution. This is also right skewed, and here also you can see like the from 0 to 100, or you can say 150 reviews provided by more than 40,000 users, and similar here like that 0 to 100 provided by 35,000 users, more than 35,000 users. So you can see here the same pattern following to the negative and positive reviews. So this is the general visualization of number of words and number of characters. Now we are checking the average number of words in reviews in positive or negative words. And here is the one interesting outcome. You can see here, this is the positive review, this is the negative review. And you can see here like the, in case of, if we talk about the average word, average length of the word, you can see here the average word length is less in case of positive reviews, and in case of negative reviews, user generally write the big words. So that's why the length is big. Okay, so here you can see here we are checking the n-grams, and n-grams basically the occurrence of multiple words together. And we are checking the frequency of n-grams, and here we are using the count vectorizer. Count vectorizer is a technique to transform our text data into the vector form. And here like the we know the how count vectorizer is work. Count vectorizer basically provided the non-zero value as per the occurrence of the word in the particular document, and provided the zero value if word is not provided in particular document, and it create a sparse vector with respect to their vocabulary size. And here we are storing these data into the word frequency list. And here in the word frequency list, we have the word and their occurrence. And we are using the 3 parameter in this function. One is the corpus, that's it, the text data, basically the review data, and n is the size of the list we want to return, and g for the n-grams, in which n-grams we are interested in. If this value is 1, then it display the 1 unigrams. If 2, then the bigrams. If 3, then trigram, based upon the g value. Now we are interested to visualize our unigrams, and so here we are calling this function get top text n-grams, as we define this function here. And first we need to pass the corpus of our clean reviews, and so we are interested here only in the positive review. So we are passing one condition here: if review is greater than or equal to 7, and we are interested only to 20 words, and you can say the unigrams. And this is the value of 1, because we are interested in unigram. If we want to visualize bigrams, then we need to change this value to 2. If we are interested in trigram, then we need to change this value to 3. Yeah, no problem, we will show in next portion. But here is a nice visualization. You can see here, and now we have the positive review data, and these are the common word in our positive reviews. And here you can see the list of the word note, like, good, really, great. Like the like, good, really, great, these are as per expected, because we are using here positive review data. But we have the one major challenge is note. These occurrences 149k. So this is the challenge in our positive review data, and we need to dig down this during our EDA, and then we will handle this during our feature engineering. And let's see other words. Other words is best is also positive word, so that's as per expectation. Now let's move to the bigram, and for the bigram we just need to change only one value from 1 to 2, and rest of the code is same. And if we execute this code, you can see here we get more better picture. You can see most common bigrams, note like, note no, note real, note cat, note. Most of the bigrams containing note. So here is the challenge. There is the possibility of the negation in our reviews, and we need to dig down this. Why this so much note is coming into positive reviews? And you can see note two time, note much, note one, note bad. Not bad is as per expected because bad is the negative word, but here user is change the polarity by using the note word. But we need to check this further. And now we move to the trigrams. In trigram, we just need to change value 2 to 3, and then visualization code is same. And if you see here, like the note bit C, note like that, and not feel like, no respect much, this kind of like most of the trigram also contain the not even no. So here we are interested by not like, not want, this kind of negative bigrams, trigrams, or even not word is coming into the positive reviews. So we are printing here the positive reviews, and here we are intensely printing the raw reviews instead of clean reviews. As we clean the reviews in our data preprocessing and cleaning pipeline, we remove the stop words, we remove the special characters and all. So, but here we are printing the raw reviews whose rating is greater than or equal to 7 and containing the note like, not want, this kind of word. And let me read this review. Movie is very good. Need to see at least one. You can see here like the reviewer is liking the movie. User mention is the movie is very good. And you can see here also rating also good is a 9, then the movie name. And in next sentence, user mentioned it's not like most of stupid movies with no message and stories. So here you can see user use the not like word, not like. Like is a positive word, but here user is used not with like. Basically, is a negotiation to reverse the polarity of the like word, because like is a positive word, but with note it's converted into the negative word. And here this note like word is used for other movies, and here basically user is comparing this movie with other movies, and this note like word is context of other movies instead of these movies. So this is the one observation from our EDAs. You can see here this note like is not context of our current, like the current movies for which we are providing the review, and this note like is for the other movie. And in next line also, in next sentence, you can see this instead have a beautiful story, also a positive sentence. So overall, a positive reviews. And let me read another reviews. Here also, like the rating is 9, and this is the movie name, and here is the review. Let me read this one. This is a great movie. It is very scary. It is a great storyline. So you can see, okay, user is liking the, this is a great movie. There are storylines, and user is interested in scary or horror movies. So this is mentioned. It is very scary, and it also a great. It has a great acting. So that's also good. And here basically user is comparing this first version of this particular movie. The first of the shap and the movie are good movie, and it is better. So here comparing the two movies again. And here user mentioned, I don't know why people don't like this movie. So here you can see here we again see not like. Here mentioned that people don't like this movie, but here user is raising the question for other people's, why other people don't like this movie. This don't like is not for this movie, like the note in the context of this movie, but here user is using don't like word for raise the question for other people's. And in another sentence, you can see this, it is a awesome movie. See this movie, Shark and of Five is better, but still, but this still is one of the best horror movie from the 2016. So you can see here, this is overall positive reviews as expected, because rating is also good, 9 out of 10. And here we see the negative bigrams, not like, but those not like in context of other people's, because here to mention not like to understand the other people thinking why other people is not like this. So this is the second outcome from our ADS, and we need to handle this these kind of challenges during our feature engineering. First, we are checking what kind of challenges in our data during EDA, and in the feature engineering, we will handle these challenges one by one. And if we scroll down further, let me read another one. There also like the rating is 9. And let me read the review. In spite of what people part 3 better than the part 1, most of the time here user is comparing the different part of these movies, and this better than the original movie. So there is the like the this is the next version of particular movie. So the user again comparison this movie with the previous versions, and you can see here like the here also comparison, but still it is very scary. It has a great acting. So here user is liking most of the part of this movie. You can see in most of the sentences, all sentences are positive, no negative word. Let me see why this particular review is coming into our search. Okay, here you can see it is a great film. Most some of most some a lot of people probably don't like this. So here user is taking the assumptions for other people who don't like this movie, and here don't like word for the assumption for other people's, not for the review for these people. And here also like the critics probably don't like it, and it is squealed, so most hate it. So you can see these are the negative, these are the like the negative words you can see used by the reviewer for the other people's. And this particular reviewer is like this movie, and he used some negative words for the other people views. So this is the same finding as we find here, like these are not like for the other people's. Here also is the same finding, and further it is not possible for me to read all reviews. In during the feature engineering, we will see the impact of not like, not want in the positive reviews, and then we will further handle this kind of issues or challenges in feature engineering part. So now we move to the foregrounds, and we change the value to 4. And now we see what kind of foregrounds come mostly. So you can see the Mario, la la la, blah blah blah. This kind of foregrounds coming. And other is not want to give anything great story with that's expected great story, not want to give away. So as we see why not want, not like is coming. So those we already see. And this is the new challenge that like the blah 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 la 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 is coming. Let's see, let's dig down why this kind of foregrounds is coming. Yeah, and let's move to the 5 gram also. We just need to change value of this this value to 5, and then see. Okay, here also in the 5 gram you see Mario, and then blah blah blah, this kind of 5 grams. And so let's see why this blah 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 and la la la, this kind of word is coming into our positive reviews. So let me read this review. Wow, this is a amazing, this is a awesome. I especially like the particular actors, and my favorite is particular roles, and then anyone, it is a really great. So here overall like the user is liking this movie as expected, because rating also 10 out of 10. But here you can see now, since I make 10 line of comment, then user mention la 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 la. So you can see here basically user basically on the IMDb we have the limit of minimum characters, and as per my understanding there is the 150 character limit. So we need to provide 150, at least 150 characters to save any reviews, to give any reviews on IMDb. And for the like the to provide more like the reliable reviews, then it would be great if we provide 200 to 50 character reviews. But here like the to meet the minimum criteria, user add this. And here also like user is liking this movie, So as mentioned, this movie single-handedly saved my marriage. So user is like movie before this movie saved was married, and then mention this particular word to meet the minimum character limits. And here also you can see these are the overall text here written by the user, like they like it. But now again, due to the text limit, so they mentioned this blah 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 again for multiple times. So now we see that like this kind of word is uh, coming mostly when user is want to meet the character limits on the IMDb websites and just want to copy paste particular words. Then user like the copy paste blah 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 or the Mario multiple times to meet the character limits. So in case of like the important features, so as per like the domain of this is no important features. Further, we will again recheck during our feature engineering, and then we will, in case if this feature is not contributing much, then we will remove these features, no problem. And let's go further. Now jump to the negative reviews. In the negative reviews, we need to change our conditions. If the rating of the review is equal to or greater than 4, then we consider this as a negative reviews. And again, start with 1 grams as we start in the positive reviews from the unigrams. So here is the unigram. And as expected, note is most of the time note is coming. But again, like, good, those two words is also coming, but this is the negative review. So in the negative reviews, you can see the good word also coming 28k times. This is not as perspective. This is not good. But let's dig down why why good is coming so frequently, and further jump to the bigram. So whether we just need to change this value from 1 to 2, and you can see now we have number of bigrams with note even, note really, note, and frequency also good for these bigrams. Note code looks like note, make note much, this kind of as expected. This is not like this because we are visualizing the bigram for the negative review. So this is as expected. Waste of time, yeah, that's as expected. Now visualize the trigrams. We will just need to change this value, and again, these are the trigrams. Worst film ever. No respect much as expected. No, not even good. So as expected because these are the negative reviews. For the 4 grams, we just need to change value to 4 graph. And you will see one thing is the one thing is bad is as expected. No waste time watching as expected. But you can say that like the day names, like the night, Friday night, Friday morning. This kind of foreground also coming. Let's see what's happened here. Now move to the 5 grams. Let's visualize further. In the 5 gram, you can see the clear picture like the Saturday night, night, Friday night, Friday morning. This kind of 5 grams or 4 grams is more frequently coming. And if you check the frequency also like the 52 times star Saturday night, Friday night coming into the negative reviews, and Saturday night, Friday is 52 times. So let's dig down what's happened. So first we need to check why good and great were coming into the negative reviews first. And we need to put one condition: if rating is greater than equal to 4 and review contain the good and great, then and again we are printing here the raw data, raw reviews instead of clean reviews. We are printing the raw reviews, rating and movie. So let me read. Okay, so let's begin from here. So this is one movie whose rating is provided 1. So as expected, because we are interested in the negative reviews, so this is the rating 1. So for very less rating, and let me read the review. And this is the movie name, this is the rating, and this is the raw reviews without any preprocessing. And let me read. I could not believe what I watching. Nothing in this movie good. The acting is horrible. The direction is very poor. Don't waste your time. So here you can see user is providing overall a negative feedbacks. It's a very negative. I could not believe what I watched. Nothing in this movie good. But here you can see here user is using the good word. Good is a positive word. But if we read the context, we read the sentence carefully, then you can see I could not believe, user could not believe what I watching. Nothing in this movie good. Here, nothing is using to change the polarity of good word. You can see here, nothing in this movie good. Okay. So you can see here why this good word is coming into the negative reviews, because there is the nothing word to change the polarity of the good word. And we will handle this during our feature engineering, no problem. And let me read next one. Worst movie ever, nothing good to see. Here also you can see this is the perfect example of negation, and this is also the negation example. Like the worst movie as expected, because rating is 1, so that's why user don't like worst movie. Nothing good. Good is a positive word, polarity is positive over the good, but here with the help of nothing, user is change the polarity of the good, and it's just a waste of time in the end. So you can see here. So this is the second outcome. We find the negotiation from the reviews, why good or great words is coming to negative reviews. So we will handle these also from our feature engineering part. And let's wait and next one also. Such a waste of time, money. I don't understand the writer, what exactly, no need to make the hidden ideas, mystery of the things. You can see here also like the overall negative feedbacks. And you can see here, let me start. We'll start the simple and make the thing great in a simplest way. So here user mentioned the great word, like the positive word in their suggestion for the movie makers, for the actors who make good movies. Here user is not liking this movie, not providing great word for the movies, for the current movies, but for the suggestion for the directors and all. So we will handle these situations, because in the sentiment analysis we have the multiple ways. First we do the sentiment analysis on the aspect levels, and after finding the aspect level sentiment for the for particular movies, user like the stories, user like the sounds, user like the actions, and user don't like any particular feature of the movies, then we can calculate the this kind of sentiment on the aspect level. And after the aspect level we move to the sentence level, then we calculate the sentiment on the sentence level, and then from the sentence level we take the average of the sentiment, and then calculate the sentiment on the review level, because review is created with the multiple sentences, as I explained in the previous video also. So let me jump further. So, and next observation from our negative reviews from our 5 grams and 4 grams, like Saturday, Friday, and Saturday nights, Friday nights is coming in most of frequently, as I shown you about here. You can see here like the Saturday night is Saturday night is coming 52 times, Saturday night, Friday night coming 52 times again, and night Friday night again morning coming 52 times. So let's see why this is coming. So again, I'm printing the uh, row reviews here, and condition again, the review is negative. And so scroll down here. Yeah, here. Again, we are interested. Uh, so here you can see we are putting a condition to check the row reviews without any preprocessing, any cleaning. If review rating is greater than equal to 4 and it's containing the Saturday night, Friday night, why this is more frequently coming into the negative reviews. So you can see this is the reviews mentioned by the reviewers. Let me read any reviews. So star rating, then star night, Friday morning, Saturday morning, Monday night, morning in this send up. on the techno-film middle age Aries hero has come down in the world from working for a CA and everything around him for his ex-wife to his daughter Jerry. So here basically user is mentioning the story over overall story or overall like the overall flow of the movies, and basically user don't like those flows. That's why user is mentioning here. So let's read further. So it seems to be going away, but when some Albanian gangster hatch a toilet, but put the explosion device in local puppies and including his beloved one, and he pushed too far and swear to bring him down. And if I had a bigger fan of Taken franchise, so this is the particular movie name, and this ultra budget misfire is spending up, I might have been able to relate this to little better and enjoy it maybe little more. But you can see here, so like from this point you can see here, yeah, from this point user is basically explaining the overall flow of the movies, what's happening in the movie on the Saturday night, on the Friday night, on the like the day to day, what's going on in the movies. And from here user is providing their view. Okay, and this is the like neutral view. There is like the user mentioned, if I had a bigger fan of the particular movie franchise, this ultra low budget misfire is spending out, so I might have been able to relate this little to the better, enjoy it may be little more. So here a user is mentioning like their expectations from these movies from this point, but that's a big gamble. User is criticizing this movie, and if the script had such potential in first place, why a bigger studio don't snap it up? So here, like the user is raising question mark on the studios, on the director, and so as expected, because we have the negative reviews because users don't like those movies. And here the question is why user is mentioning Saturday night, Friday morning, Sunday night, because he want to explain the flow of the movies. And let me jump to the next one. So let's read this one. This rating also cool. And star rating Saturday night, Friday morning, Sunday morning in a futuristic world where people watch and vote for one line better to death. And this is the particular name is called the star football player who has a. So here is also like the user is explaining the overall flow of the movies. And let me proceed further. With this reason of the living gone, he finds himself drunk, desperate in a Mexican bar where a chance encounter finds him thrust into the world of online fightings run by the particular character of the movies as he fights. So here from this point, like the user is explaining the movies. And from this point you can see users criticize these movies because users don't like this overall flow of the movies, overall like the story of the movies. So you can see here like the one point here, like the Saturday night, Friday morning is mentioned by the user to explain the flow of the movies. So I can't read like the all of the reviews here. So let me jump to the another one in the big down if anything another we find from here. Like the in most of the reviews user mentioned the overall flow of the movies. Okay. So this is the one finding why user is mentioned so frequently, like the Saturday night, Friday morning, to mentioning the overall flow of the movies. And let's check if we found same kind of pattern in the positive review also, because this is the negative reviews. And let's put change our condition if review rating is greater than or equal to 7. And here, okay, here we find one of the reviews, like the rating is 7. And let's read this review. Star rating: and Saturday night, Friday morning, Sunday night, Monday morning in a futuristic world, powerful corporation have taken. Again, the user is explaining the overall flow of the movies. So as for this finding, as we see, like, and Saturday night, Friday night is not an important feature. There is a possibility of the same kind of patterns in the positive reviews also. Further, we will dig down this in during the feature engineering also. And if we found there is no major contribution by these day names, and also as per the domains, if we consider if any review contain the Saturday, we can't say this is an active review or positive review or Friday nights. So we just remove those kind of features. But no doubt we will again dig down during the feature engineering, and during the feature engineering we will handle these kind of like the unnecessary features or words. So thank you for watching this video. And if you want to download the data sets related to this VDA or this sentiment analysis, I have put the link of my GitHub repository in the description of this video. You can directly download the data set and also the code from my GitHub profile. And again, thank you. Please like and subscribe my channel.